Yo,
Whoa,
was
coming
that
in.
loud?
You coming in hot, boy.
Oh, my bad. What's up?
What's up, buddy? I thought we were going to have to change that graphic to a new at Litchy wrong shots or whatever it was.
Yeah, you know what? We played with fire. We got burned. We said some things on the bird. Elon's, not messing around anymore. So you can't make threats even if you're just joking. Um, and we had to appeal. Shout out to Jerry Flincham. He reached out to Elon. He was tweeting away at Twitter support. He was like, "Hey, Richie did not mean what he said about me," and he was able to get me back on the bird. But yeah, it was a close call.
Well, it's a good thing you're back on to take another victory lap over another banner week for Richie Longshots, 7 and
Uh,
4, uh, while the rest of the world is struggling.
it it was a big Saturday. I think 3-3 going into Saturday, and then rattled off a 4-1 day. Which, if you've been following football, I've been begging for 4-1 all season. But so just casual week 5, rattle it off. Also, shout out uh, Dr. Matthews, very impressive. Um, I'll probably never get a doctorate because I refuse to do any APA citations ever again for the rest of my life. And in your honor today, from our legendary video, I'm enjoying myself a nice non-alcoholic brew, so
All
no
right.
need to cover me up tonight. So this non-alcoholic athletic beer is for you.
The jury's out if
Sounds
there's
good.
reps on that or not. We'll see about that. All right, you ready to get to our best bets of the week,
Yes.
or Richie's best bets of the week, not mine or Chad or John's best bets of the week?
A lot of tough games this week. I will say there was a lot of tough games. So I'm not. I felt good last week. This week, I'm hoping just to go 500, not have that a disastrous 2-9 week, and just throw it all down the drain.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Does the tide turn? All right. First, we got kind of a weird schedule because of we're doing the show. We did the show on Tuesday night just because I honestly didn't really want to do a show just talking about whoever we played, Virginia Lynchburg College of the Poor.
Who we
I,
who we weren't supposed to play until 20 hours before the
yeah,
game, which is just such a preposterous situation. Like, do we have them on retainer? Like, do we have a copy of their schedule? And they're like, from COVID, like teams canceled. Who do we got to fill in the moment?
Yeah,
well,
Like, it's just odd.
they don't even watch film on that game.
I,
No.
I
Yeah, I
think
could play the 2 when we win that game.
easy. I mean, I think if your University of Virginia Lynchburg and you get a call from a Division I school,
Yeah.
you cancel your next game and you say, hey, we're gonna go play the big boys tonight.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay us in McDonald's coupons.
Exactly. Some Chick-fil-A, and there you go. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump in here. UCLA at Maryland. Me and long shots were different. I'm taking UCLA on the road. I just think UCLA is a much better team than Maryland. The I don't know why are you going Maryland in this.
It's probably my ACC bias, East Coast bias. Um, Maryland at home a little bit better. UCLA traveling east. It's always tough to travel across 3 time zones, and I'm a sneaky Terrapin guy, and I feel like I haven't heard a lot about it this year, which isn't a bad thing. Like, and home team. I think when I ran my stats earlier, they were a little bit better at home as opposed to where they were elsewhere, and it just did it's what I wanted to see.
All right.
Again, this was a tough week. Like all these games, I was 50-50.
Yeah, there's a lot of toss up games, which I think made it fun this week. So, all right, Kevin Willard in his first year, long shots is going with them to pull off the win against UCLA. A big battle in the state of the Bluegrass State, Eastern Kentucky at Northern Kentucky. We're split on this one as well. I'm going with NKU -5. EKU is a roller coaster. You never know what you're going to get out of them. I just feel like Northern Kentucky's at home. They have when they've played their best, I think are a better team, but they're very consistent. They also I do know a little bit about them. They got a guy. They've also dealt with a lot of injuries, so they could actually get blown out if their injuries are there. So why are you going with EKU here, Richie?
I love the roller coaster teams because I'm gonna know in the first 5 minutes if the roller coaster is going up or the roller coaster is going down. I like Eastern Kentucky's offense. They're coming off two tough games against JMU and Tennessee. They lost their last three. Gonna be hungry in-state rivalry game. Give me the points.
All right, FGCU at St. Bonaventure. I was shocked that 3 of the 4 of us faded Dunk City. I thought I was going to be the only one. I thought for sure I was going to be the only one. St. Bonaventure at home. This is a tough game for Florida Gulf Coast to go in and get a win. St. Bonaventure, I think they've been disappointing this year, but that's a quality program, quality coach.
Yep.
Are you same line of thinking there?
Yeah, and I feel like, and I could be wrong, and I think I mentioned this on an earlier episode, but I feel like they're an experienced team. Like they have upperclassmen and Florida Gulf Coast. I'm surprised this is 4. I wouldn't be shocked if the spread was actually more like 6 or 7 when tip actually takes place.
Yeah, you start getting up there, man. Then maybe I feel a little bit different about it for sure. All right, Friday night, Austin P at Murray State. This is another bluegrass battle. This is the bluegrass week. It's just a lot of points. Murray State just lost to Bellarmine. Like, I don't think Austin P's good, but 9 points. Give me the 9 points.
Oh, exactly. And I think another thing I said earlier, like Murray State just gets that extra bump because of Ja Morant. So people are always like, "Oh, Murray State." Like I feel like Davidson had the same whole thing going on in the late 2000s, where I was like, "Whoa." They did have Steph Curry, like he's gone. It's a new team, and same way, looking at whom Murray State has beaten, no one's really popped out that maybe all right. This team can beat another decent mid-major team by 9 points.
Quick correction, though. I mean, Murray State is traditionally a B.J. Jenkins school. Like that is the when I think of Murray State, I think of B.J. Jenkins. I don't think of this Ja Morant character you're talking about.
You're right. I'm too new school for you guys.
Yeah. He has no idea who B.J. Jenkins is.
That could be a fake name. You guys could be pulling the whole fake name routine on me, and I'd be like, yeah, B.J. Jenkins sounds good.
B.J. Jenkins.
I think he's a rapper. Look him up.
He was an experience. Really good player. They actually had a really nice season. B.J. Jenkins won a tournament game with Murray State. So congrats.
Nick, I don't know if you remember this. He was a killer bee when we did the old killer bee signs.
You never forget a killer bee. You never forget a killer bee. All right, clean sweep here. I expected this when I put this on here. I honestly didn't even want to put this game on here because it's so easy. Arizona is somehow a 1-point underdog. No way Vegas goes this way. No way. But just because this is like I think this is probably maybe Houston, Virginia. This is one of the premier matches of the week. Had to put it on here. Again, I think this is probably like Arizona -3, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's another team traveling across 2 time zones in Tennessee situation, and a Tennessee team that hasn't shown a ton of consistency. I know Arizona dropped the game last week, but it's going to happen. You're never seeing teams run the table, and there is another one. I was like, 1 point. That's it. I'm in.
What's the number for you if you're putting real coin on this up to? I'd probably say 4.5. I'd probably take Arizona.
I'd say up to 5. You're up 3. They foul. They make it 5. Because that's where I would say. Because I mean, it's going to be close. I don't think Arizona runs away with it, but I like that 3 to 5 range.
Yeah, I don't see Tennessee going on the road and getting a win there. I don't see how that happens. That Mr. Ken Palm, I don't know what you're doing there, bro. Saturday, Gonzaga, Alabama. Chad's the only one who's got the Zags in this. This is gonna be an awesome game. Can't wait to watch this one. We're both roll tide at 1. I mean, this is a coin flip. I think Alabama's played better to this point.
Yeah.
Maybe Gonzaga has a higher ceiling. But maybe Gonzaga's going to need this game more. So I guess you kind of have that factor in it. But I just think Alabama, the way they're playing, I 1 point, I'm taking Bama.
Yeah, I mean to go beat Houston, beat UNC in a track meet, like they've shown that they could win in both styles of games. They could win with 100 points and they could win with 70 points. Like there's just a really complete basketball team, and I saw people saying on Twitter how that loss against Bama looks better and better every single week. Like no, it wasn't just them shooting lights out against us. They are legitimately a really, really good basketball team.
Yeah, we played bad, and Bama played Bama, and
Yeah.
that's the result. All right, Saturday. This is an awesome game too, man.
Yes.
This is an
It's
awesome
a great
week.
Saturday. Like the final, non-conference Saturday before we start to really get into conference play. I'm glad there's actually good games. It's not like in college football where it's just Alabama beating up on the Citadel. No, this is, teams are playing really good, good matchups to lead us into conference play.
So we're both taking Houston, 1-point dog on the road at Virginia. I really went back and forth on this one.
Yep.
I've said it. I'm a big believer in Houston this year, but this is a really tough road game. I mean, going into Virginia, getting a win. I just think Houston's a better team. If it's only one, I like Houston. I don't love Houston.
I got numbers for you. We got stats. Ready? This year against the spread, Houston 7-3, Virginia 2-5. Virginia at home against the spread 1-4. Houston on the road 2-0 against the spread. So
bringing the heat.
Yeah, a lot of numbers that lean towards Houston. It worries me. It's almost like too many numbers in their direction, but I'll ride that as long as those streaks are willing to keep going.
All right, Bryant versus Liberty.
Yeah, this is where I get people tweeting at me. You don't really like Liberty. At John Manson, how can you have someone that doesn't pick Liberty on your podcast?
Well, John didn't pick Liberty in the other game, so it's really on John here too. But why are you the hater in this one? It's only 4 points. We were like 4-point underdogs against Oral Roberts.
Yeah, I think Bryant is a very good team. I think on one of the first, it was either last year, a couple of weeks ago, I said this I think is the game I'm looking forward most to. Bryant, nice Northeastern team. They got some players like a ball, and I just don't know if this Liberty team right now is going to be able to play a complete two halves of basketball. And I'm sorry, that's just where I'm at right now. And until they can prove me otherwise, I don't think 4's that many. So give me Bryant. Sorry, guys.
Coming off a loss, only 4 points. I'm riding. All right, Stetson.
I hope I'm wrong.
We always hope you're wrong.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
We need to be wrong a lot to make this competitive this year. All right, Stetson at Ohio. We're split on this. You're riding the Hatters on the road at the Convocation Center. Very difficult place to play now.
Did you make up that name, Convocation Center?
No, I have actually been to a game there. I saw a MAC tournament game, Ohio versus Bowling Green. Maybe it was.
It sounds like something. I have no idea who Vines is or what he's done, but if he ever got canceled, like we should probably call our arena the Convocation. Yeah, I feel like if Vines ever gets canceled, and for all I know, he could be departed, but that's a great name for an arena, and I'm mad we missed the boat.
We did.
As long as Kirby keeps it at Vines Connection and not at Convocation Connection.
It's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. I'm going to be honest with this game. I picked all of the games, and then I went, ooh, I forgot Ohio Stetson. And I went, I think my middle school girlfriend went to Stetson. Stetson it is. So I had no number crunching, no stats. I forgot it, and I was like, I got to get these to Nick by noon. And I just sent it because I forgot. So that's where I'm at.
You sound like my best friend in high school who was a big Florida State fan. And when I asked him why, he was like, oh, I like the colors.
Yeah. In this situation.
Shout out Jesse Aycock.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will go with the colors. Go Stetson. I don't know.
Well, this
They're
is
getting 6. Sure.
this is the break I needed. This is the break I needed. My wife is a proud Ohio University alum. One
Ooh.
one quick fact about the convocation centers. I feel like you guys are going to enjoy this. Up in the rafters, they have like flags of like every country, like international flags going all the way around the top. I really hope they haven't taken those out because that was it really made the convocation center the convocation center.
Is their fight song "It's a Small World"?
I don't know. If not, they do have a great band though. They are known for their great band. All right, let's move on.
That's way too much Ohio talk.
Says Seth is going to win by 30 now. All right, Lipscomb at Michigan. We all faded the Bison. I couldn't fade fast enough. 15 points. That's it. Like,
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those 20s.
Yeah, this feels like easy money. Although Vegas has tripped us before.
Yeah.
All right, then the last game, Grambling State at Liberty. John Manson, the founder of A Sea of Red, is the only hater here. This is a lot of points against a team that did win against Vanderbilt, but man, this is the last home game. I mean, they got the last Division I home game before Christmas. The boys are going to want to come out. They're going to want to put on a good show. I think this is a really, really nice win for Liberty. I think this is maybe one of the better performances given the competition that we see this year.
No, I agree. I think, and I have no stats to prove this. I feel this entire year when you put this together, the whole picture, I don't take Liberty in the first game and I take Liberty in the second game, and I hit it. So first game, fade Liberty. Second game, take Liberty. I think, beating a team that they are clearly better than, double digits, that they're going to roll. Liberty Arena's going to be rocking on a Monday night. Oh, all the students are gone, right? This day before the bowl game, all the students are gone.
I would think so.
A lot of youth groups in the building that night.
Oh, is it youth group night?
I mean, if I were Liberty, that's what I would try to sell tickets for if the students are gone.
They should. That first college basketball game of the year, Baylor against the Mississippi Delta team, it was like school day. They brought in all the elementary schools. Like, Liberty should throw a Monday, like this game should be a Monday day, invite all the local schools in. Like, let's get some positive press going out there. But what do I know? I'm just 32-20. No, I think Liberty, like I said, can beat when they're heavy favorites, I think they're in a good spot to roll. So I'm not totally against Liberty. I'm back in.
Yeah. Liberty this year 4-4 against the spread. So really
shocking to me.
Really bad. Fun set though. Liberty is 6-2 in the over. Been an over team. Been an over team this year. So
did the over hit yesterday? What was it? It was
like had to.
152, right?
It was 80-70, 84-70, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was high. I was like 151.
Oh, the over was 149.5.
Wow.
And still comfortably. Yeah, I would have. I refused to bet Liberty, but yeah, that would have been a game that I'd be like, oh yeah, definitely take the under in this one, even though they're really two great offensive teams, but just Liberty, getting that high, that's
so much has to go right for an over to hit in basketball. Like, it's not like football where a pick six changes everything, or there's a punt return for a touchdown. Like, for basketball, everything has to go right. Problem is, sitting and watching and rooting for people to miss shots is just bad for your health. So
I enjoy it. I loved betting draws here in the World Cup. I mean, I love being.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've been in our groups, and I'm like, I'm betting both teams to score, and Kirby's like, I have 0-0 draw. I'm like, why even watch the game? Rooting for the referees to call off sides, the whole thing.
I'd say if you bet a draw and then they have a goal taken off the board, that is exhilarating.
Oh, I imagine that. Like, that's got to be a hoot. Have we talked about Doc's background? I was like 5 minutes late.
Let's bring him in here full screen. So what's going on here?
I'm just advocating for some transfer portal action.
It's portal season.
It's portal season. That's right.
Is that football?
This little Grayson McCall for QB1. Bring the mullet to the mountain, baby.
Someone, oh right, Nick, because I'm not sure you know who that is.
I
That's
have no idea who
Coastal's.
that is.
That's Coastal's quarterback.
What state is Coastal in? Jersey?
Basically, South Carolina. It's on the beach.
All right. My cousin actually graduated from Coastal. I've been to the campus, believe it or not.
Wow. They say it's a beautiful campus.
Yeah, it
I'll
is.
get tweets about
It
that,
is.
but they say it's beautiful.
I mean, it's practically a Myrtle Beach. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, like
Like you, if I'm 17 years old, like if you don't think like I'm looking for the most beautiful campus on the beach, like yeah, come on.
Yeah.
But maybe Grayson is a mountain guy. He's got the mullet. I don't know.
does Liberty have any connection to Coastal?
I think there's someone on staff. I'm not sure. I'll do some investigative work at Boca next weekend.
Is it the weight room coordinator?
Assistant weight room coordinator.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just to the weight room coordinator.
Yeah.
Feels like an in. Feels like an in for sure.
It's not about what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. Any parting words for us this week, long shots? Any just take the floor. We've had a short show. We're under an hour. Any final words? Any World Cup betting? Any advice? Any life advice for the kids watching?
Stay in school.
Oh.
Always important. You could go very far with a high school degree or a GED. Sports-wise, World Cup, I'm rooting for Argentina. I'm rooting for Messi. You know, the GOAT deserves a World Cup. And they're heading to the World Cup. Won a little bit of money today on Argentina. Won a little bit even more on Giannis getting a triple-double tonight. So we're riding high. We're getting ready to get into a great sports time of year where the NBA, I mean, the NFL is in the playoff push. College basketball conference play is starting. Bowl season. NHL is in full steam. NBA is in full steam. MLB winter meetings are taking place. We're getting it from everywhere, which way. So excited about that. Excited to keep talking basketball with you guys each week. It's been, as I say, every week. It's great for me to get in, look at some of these games, and listen to you guys talk. Y'all are the experts. I'm just the numbers guy that's on a lucky streak right now, and love getting to listen to you guys each week, and I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well, appreciate you as always, my man.
Be careful on
you
the
got
bird. Be careful on the bird.
I am. No, I'm going to be very well behaved. I think I'm going to give Chad my password so he could like intervene.
A little accountability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Never heard. So, all right. Thank you guys. We'll see you.